Today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial using the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. I got this in California when I was down there last month, and I have just been loving it. Like, the shades in here, they are super warm toned and just neutral. They blend beautifully, and I really have been loving this palette. It does smell like peanut butter, which is awesome, or maybe not peanut butter, but just like very sweet smelling. But something to note, there's not any actual peanuts in here in case you have an allergy, because even though that seems like common sense, it is actually something that crossed my mind, so I wanted to mention it because it says so right here, there's no peanuts. Real peanuts in it. I love this shade Jelly up here, this like pop of purple, and I just really kind of like the way that this makeup look turned out because I think that it is still suitable for everyday wear, but it also has like a fun pop of color and it's like very springtime appropriate. So yeah, I have just been loving this. This is an Ulta exclusive, so you can get this on the Ulta website or on the Too Faced website. Unfortunately, it's not available at Sephora, so it is a little bit harder for us Canadians to get our hands on it, but you can order it off the Too Faced website if it is something that you are just dying to have, because if you absolutely love warm toned eyeshadows, you will be in love with this. I just think that it is just a great little palette. I love that it is compact and it is, you know, it's basically like the size of my hand, smaller than the size of my hand, so I've really been loving it. One thing before we get started here that I want to point out, okay, so this Milani palette, this is the Earthy Elements Everyday Eyes palette, is something that I've mentioned on my channel a few times recently, and I just wanted to say that while these are not dupes for each other, you can definitely create a lot of the same looks. Like, you could create the look that I have today with this palette. All you need to do is pull in like a pop of purple eyeshadow from a different palette. So if you want to save your money, or if you can't get your hands on this one, this is something that I think is an excellent alternative. There's, like, you can see here, there's an orangey shade very similar in both of them, kind of a matte light brown shade that's very similar, a satin peachy type shade is very similar. So I just want to just throw that out there, that if you can't get this one, maybe try out this one, and then you can see, you know, that's just what I'm trying to tell you guys. I'm just trying to help you. Okay.
All right, to start off, I am going to be prepping my skin using the Marine Boosting Mist from Tarte. I have been loving this to be used as a primer. It is super refreshing. And then from that same Rainforest of the Sea collection, I am just going to put a few drops of that foundation onto this flat kabuki brush. I believe this brush is just from BH Cosmetics, and I am just starting to buff that into my skin. And lately I have been loving to apply this foundation using a brush, and then afterwards I like to use a beauty blender just to make sure that everything is flawless and that you cannot see any of those brush strokes. For concealer, I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Better Skin and put that under my eyes into a triangle-like shape, and I'm also going to put a little bit onto my eyelids and my forehead. And I started blending this in with my beauty blender, but guys, I recently got lash extensions and I am just so obsessed with these things, and I didn't want to be disturbing them, so I switched over to this little stippling brush so I could be more precise. I am now taking my Tarte Cosmetics Double Duty Beauty Creamy Confidence Powder Foundation, and using this little Eco Tools domed brush, I am just setting all of that liquid foundation. And to set my under eye concealer, I am using the Light Matte Highlighting shade from this Glow Minerals palette and just putting a nice light dusting of that under my eyes. To fill in my brows, I am using the Urban Decay Brow Beater pencil. Mine is in the shade Neutral Brown, and I love this pencil, guys. It never fails. It never fails. Now going into the Peanut Butter and Jelly palette, I am taking this shade called Extra Creamy to set my entire lid space so we have a nice canvas to work with. And then for a transition shade, I am using Peanut Butter, which is just a beautiful transition shade, and it is like kind of a neutrally brown shade. And what I love about this is that it is super buildable. You can do a nice light wash of it, or you can build it up like I'm doing here. I am just using this big fluffy brush, and now I am going into the shade Nuts About You, which is this kind of burnt matte orange color, and using a smaller blending brush, I am putting that directly into my crease area, and then really taking some time to blend this in so that those shades really kind of just meld together. Using this coppery shimmery shade, this is called Peanut Brittle, I am putting this on the outer half of my lid, and for the inner half I am going to be using the Satin Peach shade from the palette, and putting that just where I didn't put peanut brittle. And to make sure that these two shades blend seamlessly, I am going to take the shade Bananas, which is just this champagne golden shade, and put that directly in the middle of my lid. Going back to that extra creamy shade, I am going to place this on the inner corners to really highlight that space, and I'm also going to place this under my brow bone. And now for the fun part, guys. I am going to be taking this Urban Decay 24/7 pencil. I can't remember the shade, but I will have it listed down below. It is just a beautiful purple kohl eyeliner pencil, and I'm putting that into my waterline. And then going into the most fun shade in the palette. This is called Jelly. It is a beautiful purpley fuchsia shade. I'm using a small angled brush to be placing that directly against my lower lashes. And then I'm going to use a little small fluffy pencil brush to smudge this all and blend it all in. And I just love the way that this purple looked with that burnt brownie orange shade on top. I am now using my Physicians Formula Liquid Eyeliner Boosting Serum Pen. It has the longest name in the entire world, but I'm just creating a thin line on my upper lash line. I quickly applied a little mascara to my bottom lashes, and now I am using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I have been loving this. It has a beautiful satin finish to it, and I'm just putting that into the usual bronzing places. And then for blush, I am using this Lorac Buildable Matte Blush in the shade Prism. Oh my gosh, you guys, this blush is so stunning. It is just a beautiful kind of neutral pink color, and it is just so beautiful. Next, I'm taking this Tarte Skin Twinkle highlighting palette, and I'm using this little Anastasia brush to put that just on the tops of my cheekbones and a little on my nose. And here I realize that we've got a hair clip out. For my lips, I am taking this Ultra Satin Lip thingy, what's it called? From ColourPop. This is in the shade Magic Wand. I absolutely love this shade. It is like kind of a dark peach color on my skin. And now I'm just taking out my hair and giving it a little fluff.
So this is the finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I have been loving filming tutorials lately. Let me know what you prefer. Do you like kind of like a talk through video where I just like, as I use the products, I tell you kind of what I'm doing as I go? Or do you like the voiceover where it's more of like a concise video, more to the point, you just get to see the tutorial and that is the end of it? I kind of like doing both, so I think I might just kind of go back and forth and like switch it up. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already, because it means so much to me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hi guys, today's video is going to be a review video on this new palette from Benefit. This is called their Cheekathon Kick Up Your Cheeks Blush Kit, and when I saw